White supremacy must be destroyed in our own community. We think we are living by the law, and that we are living by what's right, true, and absolute, when we keep quoting the bullshit of the white man's system and the white man's world. Let me give you an example. Well, you got to do this if you got to do this. You got to have an ID if you're going to do that, and you're going to need this to do that, and the white man say this, that, and the other. You are propagating white supremacy. Because as black divine beings, we don't have to do nothing. And we only have to do what we choose to do. And we have the power, and we are the power, to throw off anything that the white man thinks or is under the illusion that he could do. But as long as you keep chanting and propagating and running the program that's been put in your head of what we can and cannot do and what our limitations are, you are yourself a propagator of white supremacy. You are yourself trying to keep the white man's niggas in check with your mindset. You are an overseer when we tell you we have unlimited wealth and power, and that we can create and manifest it what we so desire it to manifest and bring forth the most divine black community that ever existed. And then you come and tell us, but the white man is that and the other. You are a white supremacist. When you go and snitch to these devils, and you see that we are building a divine black utopia for our own people that's flourishing, and you go snitch to the devil, you go run to the devil, to his context or to his program of what can and cannot be and how things can and cannot be, you are propagating white supremacy. And white supremacy must be destroyed in the consciousness of our people. And as it is embodied as the white man and woman on the earth, white supremacy must be destroyed. White supremacy in our community must be challenged. If you think you only need the white man and everything got to be by the white man, and you got to be accredited and authorized by the white man to do anything, and you look for validation all the time for the white man, you are demonstrating and living out white supremacy in our community. If you're going by the white man's books, the white man's codes, the white man's ethics, the white man's morality, and you're propagating his morality and his ethics as the only way to exist and be, you yourself are the manifestation of white supremacy in our community. And like my brother said, which I could not say better, you are a dark European in our community. And we must fight and challenge dark Europeanism as it shows itself in our community. Because that is the white man's unseen hand, but seen hand by those who have the awakened mind in our community. Get off that white supremacy of what can and cannot be done, because that's what made you a slave. Physically, you're not a slave. Physically, today, you are free. Physically, you are free. The shackles, though, are on your mind of what you can and cannot do. The plantation is not a physical place anymore. The plantation is the parameters of where you see you can venture and expand to. Your limits are the plantation in your mind. You got to go beyond that and know that you can do all things through the black God that strengthens you. Know that the black God that is within you, that he that is in you is greater than the white devil that is in the world. I'm teaching today. I got to bring it to you today. We got to change that mentality. Challenge the white supremacy within self. We have no limitations. Whatever we want to create and manifest for the justice, the righteous, and the upliftment of our people, we are divinely authorized by all the ancestral forces and energy in the universe to do so. And we have the right, the divine right, to destroy anything in the universe that tries to stop us and come between our divine faith and destiny with abundance, health, wealth, prosperity, and absolute security. That's a fact. But white supremacy must be challenged within our own community. It's challenged when God himself comes to you and manifests himself before you. The blackness speaks. And you say, well, we don't need no black leadership. But you listen to your white boss every day. And you got white supremacy memorized. You got white supremacy memorized. The only thing you don't need your memory in your cell phone or in your iPod, right? The only thing you don't need it for is white supremacy. You got that on complete memory. You don't need your GPS for white supremacy. You got a GPS white supremacy chip in your mind. That whenever you go astray and start thinking about black divinity, that white GPS chip in your mind leads you right on back to white supremacy. No, I can't do that. I'm going this way. That's a fact. We got to get rid of that. So once again, stop coming with that Care Bear stuff of what about unity? We should be unified. We will only be unified with you based on the principles of black supremacy, based on the manifestation of a world that is a complete constructive change to black supremacy. We will not be unified with you on anything else. And we critically challenge anyone that presents themselves as a black leader or as a revolutionary or someone who can lead and guide the people to a positive destination. You will be challenged. And don't come with the crybaby shit when we challenge you. You shouldn't challenge me. You hating on me. No one's hating on you. If you present yourself as an intellectual and as a scholar with methodologies and strategies and tactics for the advancement of our people, you will be challenged and looked at critically to see how effective or ineffective the strategy is that you have for our people. That's a fact. Taking nothing away from you as a person, not challenging you in a sense of attacking you as a person, but looking at your ideas as a real person, as a realist would, and as a person with an advanced mind that can identify what is necessary for the people today. We will critique your information, and you should be open to that. If you're not, you are a coward. You're a coward. If someone is challenging you and asking you questions and trying to come up with a look at your stuff from a real perspective and get some understanding and some understanding on what you're bringing forth, and then you run, you're a coward. And you're a scam artist, because truth can stand for itself against anything. This is a fact. Truth can stand. And you also got your followers are cowards too. Let me take my time on this one. Your followers are cowards. Why are your followers cowards? Because if you tell them, well, don't be his friend anymore. If I see you his friend, the friend of that great intellect, I see you the friend of that great strategist and that great thinker, King Noble. Don't be his friend. I'm not going to be your friend no more if you his friend. Get that high school shit up out of here, man. We real thinkers. We real men that are challenging one another. Iron sharpens iron. And you come with that old high school clique shit. If you his friend, I ain't going to be your friend. You all, huh? Facebook fraternities and sororities? Come on, man. We're trying to nation build and build a black nation. You could never be taken seriously with them type of ignoramus tactics. You can never be taken seriously. And you are a coward. And if you so right and I'm so wrong about you, then challenge me to a debate. Refute my ideas. I have not seen you refute one of my ideas. Publicly refute them. Publicly refute these ideas where I have challenged you on the basis of what it is that you are doing. Refute them. Let's make it intellect. Let's make it scholarly. But you can't do that. So you're going to cower it out and pretend to be a fake gangster in order to deal with the problem. Wow, that's deep. Now, I invite any of you, as you do so kindly, to challenge me. Challenge my ideas. You got to think yourself into liberation. So look at my ideas realistically and sincerely. And I'm open to your challenges and your questions that you have in regards to what I'm building. Because what I'm building is real. This is not just no show. This is a reality. And I've been doing this diligently and religiously for over 14 years. So if you can challenge this and bring some ideas and some information to this, I'm listening. Because that's how real and serious that I am about this. So we open ourselves to be challenged and questioned and refute this information if you can. A lot of times you'll find that your arms are too short to slap box with a black guy. But if you want to refute it and challenge this information, come on with it. We here, we waiting on you. We ain't going nowhere. The next thing I want to talk about is spirituality and revolution. A lot of times people look at revolution as a very political thing. They don't see the spirituality of revolution. Yet we can see the samurais, and we see the Shaolin Temple fighting for their independence and to reinstitute their temple and to secure their temple. And we see the samurais, Japanese warriors, fighting. But somehow we cannot combine spirituality or understand how spirituality relates to revolution in our black supremacist, black revolutionary, blackist power movement. We can't connect spirituality to it. We've connected religion to it when we're talking about Islam and talking about more science. But what about spirituality? What is the true spiritual process for becoming a supreme revolutionary soldier? For becoming a real spiritual revolutionary warrior? What is the protocol? What is the process? What is necessary and auspicious for that? I want to go into that. This is very important. You cannot be today a warrior without spirituality. It is impossible. And when I say spirituality, I'm not referring to Negro spirituals or anything related to Christianity, Judaism, or Islam. When I'm talking about spirituality, I'm talking about an interpersonal technology that raise you beyond personal limitations and illusions, where you will not be defeated on the battleground. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a psychological science that will make you give you an armor and make you an invincible and durable warrior. When I say spirituality, you need spirituality. In Africa, we had spirituality. Voodoo was not a religion.